An Audible production. It's really sad when people feel the need to pass, isn't it?
It is. Like, I mean, I'm out here... Can't even finish
Passing
that.
for straight. Okay, guys, so... Stop laughing.
I can't help it. I can't believe we're finally sitting down and doing this after 2006.
Can we do a cheers moment?
I say all that to say it's brought to you by Red Bull Sugar Free. Actually, no, this is full sugar.
I was going to say it wouldn't be a proper podcast if not for the degenerative drinking of Red Bull.
Oh, it's...
My enunciation is spot on, guys. Spot on. So, yeah, we are naming this. We say all that to say, hi.
I can't believe that you didn't do it in your funny little Yorkshire accent, which is the whole inspiration for why we even decided to call it that.
Oh, no. Do I do it again?
I say all that to say.
Should I ham it up for a second? I say all that to say.
Too much of a performance, honestly.
It didn't feel right.
It didn't feel good. I'm roasty toasty.
It felt
These
forced.
lads.
I know. So basically this flat is already unbelievably warm, Sarah, because I've got all these sun-facing windows. So it's probably sitting around 22 degrees in here, and that was before we turned the lights on. So good luck. We're going to have to keep those sweat patches under control. Going to have to get hair and makeup to come back in every 5 minutes and make sure none of us are looking a state.
I'm hot.
I'm hot and not in the right way.
Like, it's hard.
It do be hard.
It do be
hard, you know. But I think all of your achievements, all the time that we spent setting this up, honestly, we were laughing to each other earlier that we have 4 wonderful bright light windows in this Glaswegian tenement, and we went, yeah, let's just set up a load of lights and actually turn it round so that we're backlit by the lovely sun. Some of it all, and I say all that to say.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that.
Did you forget the lyrics?
No, I was trying to think of something funny, and it was just not happening. It's going to be De Niro.
It's really natural.
The sun will come out, De Niro.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, right, so episode 1, before we get off track, is by your own suggestion and recommendation and request.
Autistic Loser Collections.
There we go. There we go.
The remix.
The remix was the original. Oh, I suppose actually your TikTok kind of is the original version of this, and we're expanding on that.
I mean, technically for episode 1, correct.
Into a new format.
Which has quite
never been seen before.
Never been. No.
Never been explored.
Never.
The lid's never been taken off.
Sorry, I'm just visualizing right now the amount of big conversations we've had right on this couch, and like now it's just with 100 lights and 2 microphones that we spent 45 minutes figuring out how to work.
I think we did quite well.
Me too.
Ableton who? Disableton who?
Doctor
Disableton. That's a rejected Watchmen character, I think. It's on the Marvel rejects list. Thunderbolts. Okay, I'll calm down. So I'm just keep distracting you. I'm not used to the full fat Red Bull.
I just don't know how to launch into it. Basically, I've been on a bit of a journey the last 6 months with rediscovering my love of physical media. Not that it ever really went away, but I think there's a massive trend happening in 2025 with people becoming increasingly sick of streaming services charging you $11.99, $15.99, $100.99, $69.
$69.99
for Disney Plus, Netflix, Paramount Plus. BBC iPlayer will start charging you.
Thank you for doing that right into the mic, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to tell the audio CP guys that they need to clean them before they hand them on to the next people.
I should have known this was going to be very burp heavy. It says, what streaming services do you currently use?
I'm the proud owner and and user of Spotify, $11.99 a month. Fuck me. Not in a fun way. And then what else do I have? I dibble dabble in the old television services, but my mum pays for Netflix. Shocker, I'm a child.
She's 29.
I'm not 26.
Sorry,
guys.
I'm 29.
You're 29.
30 next year.
Calm down. That's a different episode. So I don't really use them. My mum has Netflix because she got it through Sky. But I mean, in this flat, I don't even really use any of them. I literally only use YouTube. So really, the two main ones that I use are Spotify, and I also have Amazon Kindle Unlimited. So I can have the privilege of renting 20 terrible fantasy smut books, and I'll say it to camera, 20 fantasy smut books at a time with sex scenes that I won't even read, that I'll skip to the end.
I thought you told me ages ago that you lived vicariously through these raunchy little
I do,
novels.
but I'm after the romance, not the sex. And I'll say it with chest. I just want to be a PT.
Start using this because this is a bit too much grip for me. I like it small.
No comment. Okay.
Good girl. What, literally melting? I'm
Oh,
mulching.
no.
I'm mulching out.
You'd be mulched before my very eyes.
But it's nice now that we can just sit and chat and be comfy after a full morning of not being able to say anything funny to each other for fear of it taking away from the episodic format.
And I do think this is the friendship to podcast host to enemies pipeline of everything becoming potentially content, and therefore nothing can be said to one another. Not a single thing. Unless it's unfunny. Which is just mean and nasty. Actually, do you think we're our most funny when we're being mean and nasty?
No.
No,
I think we're at our funniest when we're being stupid.
Stupid.
So stupid.
I do think it's funny to think that a lot of this just won't translate to people that aren't us. Like, we're doing this as if like, well, I think maybe you want people to watch. I think me personally, I just like, this would be funny
to watch in
if I was
15
45 years old.
Like, yeah,
and
like,
be like,
next year,
yeah.
I'll probably think I've lost all the. I'll lie to you and say all of these files are gone, but I'll keep them. I can't do it now because I've told you this is the
and
plan.
And that'd be lost media.
Lost media to add to the physical media.
Can I get an assistant in, please? I'm nearly out of Red Bull. I really need to stop drinking that so fast. This is why I don't drink Red Bull. I guzzle it down.
It guzzles down.
Like a common whore.
Right, so no, like, I mean, what do you collect physically other than STDs?
I'm actually collecting the antimatter version of STDs. You know what I mean? Like the longer I am not touching anybody, I get more plot protection from the STDs. So I'm very, very immune, basically. But I'm collecting them or not collecting them, and then the vinyl. That's my main one, vinyl. I do have books, but I'm not a snob when it comes to physical copies, like hardbacks or paperbacks versus Kindle. Like I just said, I'll read some amount of shite that it'd actually be best if there's no physical evidence that I'd ever read it in the first place. That would probably be better for everybody, to be honest.
Secret and hidden.
I
mean, I think it's like I do not read, but like if I do choose to, it will be like a physical copy of it, just because I like the feeling of people watching me and going, "Well, he's smart. He can read a book."
So it's all performative.
It's all like even alone in my room, I'm
it's
like
perverse.
I just want to go, Big Brother, are you watching? I'm smart.
Maybe God will recognize that I've got a good words per minute, like Trisha Paytas.
You seem like you would read things fast.
I do, but I actually think I'm probably just skimming. I'm very good at skimming.
See, but that's like 80% of the battle, because I feel like when I'm reading, I feel like I think this is a lot of people's problem that aren't great readers, is that they'll like look at the book and then they'll reread the same 3 sentences twice just so that it goes in, and then even a few days after you finish reading the book, you still can't remember specifically anything that happened. But for some reason, we don't put the same amount of pressure on ourselves when it's movies. Like, you can say you really enjoyed a film, but then a couple of days later, you're like, what even happened in that?
Well, that's because we've got so used to the whole Subway Surfers 2 screens, scroll on the phone and watch the movie at the same time thing. If you're reading a book, like I can't read a book and listen to music at the same time. Not music with words in it, because I'm not concentrating. Yeah. You have to concentrate 100% to read a book. And if you're having to stop every sentence to reread the sentence 3 times, you're never going to get any momentum, and you're never going to finish the page, let alone the chapter, let alone the book. It's a completely different ballgame.
Well, I did actually go to my first sauna a few days ago, and now I'm at my second.
How was that? I'm a little bitch for... I don't know which one's which. I hate dry heat.
As opposed to moist heat?
Wet
Do you know what? To be fair,
As opposed to wet heat.
I'm not going to take the piss out of you because I equally have no idea what the difference between each of the rooms were. I mean, I said it was my first spa I'd ever been to, but it was like there was a little pool, then there was a sauna, and then there was a steam room. So sauna, I'm assuming, is the dry one, despite the fact that
Yes.
you know, like you're sweating your box out.
Yes, but it's like someone's it's like you're doing the cinnamon challenge all the time.
Correct.
Thank you. That was a brilliant analogy, guys.
And then, I loved the steam room because I think in the true vein of like when I see Broadway performers online use the little steam machine to clear their vocals, it did the exact same thing. It's like when you take a really hot shower and then when you've got a cold and then you just sneeze all the snot into your hands. Right? Yes. Come on now.
I think the silence says everything you need to know.
This is such a thing. It was on Family Guy. Like
when you cut the snot in your hands like holy water.
no, like when you're really congested and
Bless
then you
this mess.
but you're really congested and then you go for a shower and it runs everything.
My mother has attempted to do the whole put your head over a boiler like boiling water, steaming water with the towel thing before, which I think is the really low rent, low fidelity version of this fabled steam machine that you're talking about right now.
Can I just say the fact that I feel like you have no idea what I'm talking about is alarming. You're
glazed over.
You're dogged down with the worst.
Arse up.
You're dogged down by the worst cold of your life. You can't breathe.
Oh, this is a hypothetical.
No, this is you must have
This is real life.
You must have had a cold in the 26 years you've been alive.
Yes, okay.
So you go for a shower and it's steamy and you know you're not having sex.
It's hot.
But you do get to blow an insane amount of snot into your hands and arse.
And then assess it
I
scientifically.
Yeah, well,
for coloration.
And then you're a little bit.
I just feel like I'm completely on the wind up right now. I'm
You're
really enjoying myself.
I think you're a little bit less congested.
Lessy congesty.
That's plenty. You're performing now, and
I
that's
know,
great.
I am.
And I did that at the start, and I'm like reining it in. And you were really good at the start, and now I feel like you're starting to perform.
It's because I've had 3/4 of a bottle of Red Bull.
It was the same with you drinking the other day. I rarely see Ellie drunk, but I showed up for some drinks 3 hours into, probably 4 hours into you drinking.
On Sunday?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I started at 1.
1. And I showed up at 6. You were insufferable.
I was arseholed.
You were touching me.
Where? Show them where.
I can't. What am I going to do? Show you in my bloody Atomic Kitten cassette. She touched me here and here. The
front and the back?
The bark hole, bum hole. Jesus, right. She collects vinyls.
She collects vinyls, so she does.
Mm-hmm.
But my vinyl collecting pales in comparison to your physical media collection.
Mm-hmm.
Expanding CDs, DVDs,
Cassettes.
VHS.
A little chat with our friend Alana yesterday reminded me also, I don't have a huge, video, I was about to say video console. I have one PlayStation 2 and a smorgasbord of PlayStation 2 / PlayStation 1 games, 2 PlayStation 1 games. But yeah, for you, what is it like? I mean, you're just an avid musical fan, you're just an avid music fan, and then you want because I would say out of all of the autistic loser collecting fads, the vinyl is the most trendy amongst everyone.
I think I've been pulled under and dragged along by the current of the trendy vinylness, but also my father has been collecting vinyl since he was 6 years old. So if there was anyone that was gonna be afflicted with such a syndrome, it was gonna be me, to be fair. And he has a far more extensive collection than I do of vintage stuff that's ancient, to stuff he still buys, I wouldn't say 5 to 10 vinyls a year. Now I'm not really on that level because they're expensive, prohibitively so, you might say. But I think part of it's the artwork. Part of it's like how pretty they can be.
Yeah.
And that feeling of folding them out when it's a double gatefold. Like, so good. So pretty. I like the fact that you can get the coloured vinyl. This is all like from it's like a dragon collecting their precious things kind of thing. I'm like, ooh, the vinyl is coloured and it's double gatefold. And then like the Chapel Roan one that's got little stars in it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, from that point of view, I would say the vinyl is probably the most decorative of physical media things you can collect, apart from, fucking photographs.
Well, cassette is kind of like a diddy wee thing. I just think it's too small for you to really engage with it in the same way that, like, the 32 centimeter by 32 centimeter.
And then also the vinyl is just the most sexy because then that kind of relates to sort of 1930s gramophones, or I mean, to be fair, out of all of them, the vinyl is kind of the one that stood the test of time the most. It's never not been sort of something cool that people will whip out at parties or something.
I think deep in the CD era, it was not so cool. And I do cry about, well, we have both thought about how much we want Mika Life in Cartoon Motion.
Oh my God, I brought that album.
But you got it on CD, yes?
Yes. I brought it with me today.
I want that on vinyl very, very badly. But the original, obviously, because it came out in 2007, it was during the dark ages of vinyl production because everyone was still, shagging CDs left, right and centre.
Shagging CDs?
Yeah, it was the 6 CD changing disc situation in every car. Mind, we had your 6 slots.
Shut up. Did you actually have the 6 slots in cars?
Yeah, 6 slots in cars.
I would have eaten that shit up.
Yeah,
Every time I think about wanting to get a car, I go, it needs a cassette player, a VHS player, a CD player.
Well, cars from that era now are basically vintage because they're more than 20 years old. Let me put my glasses on.
Is it deceptive? Can people see it? Are there smudges?
It's Charlie, baby. I feel very cunt coming out of the gate using the C word within the first 5 seconds of picking up the microphone. I feel very cunt right now.
I can't tell you how gorgeous that.
You couldn't tell me.
Please leave in the comments below.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm getting adjusted into the cool breeze. Why is it all so warm? This is not a studio. These are cheap Amazon 1999 lights. I haven't been this warm being objectified since I played in the school musicals. It was bitchin' heat.
Bitchin' heat.
Bitchin' heat.
That'd be a great name for a band.
Bitchin' heat.
Yeah. Bitch in heat.
Drag
name.
It's a double
Please
on.
welcome to the stage.
Bitchin' heat.
Bitchin' heat.
It's a triple entendre because it's like bitchin' heat, but bitchin' heat. I'm saying the same thing again.
Thrice.
It's all the barf home. It has to go.
I'm gonna have to get like a chemical solvent on the tip of that microphone by the end of the day.
It's not nice, is that?
I'm not happy about the germs that you've impregnated that with.
Very porous as a microphone.
Very, very porous. Many holes.
5,
6, 7, 8.
My boots scooting, baby, is driving me crazy.
So, physical media.
Yep.
You want to talk about the deep and unsettling love that you have for old forms of media, i.e. CDs, DVDs, a VHS, in a smaller way perhaps a vinyl, but it's not your one true love. I'd say the DVD feels like your one true love.
The DVD is not my one true love. That's the thing I'm least interested in because it's the thing I grew up with the most.
Tell me more.
Well, and it's interesting. Well, it's not that interesting, and I need to stop saying that right off the bat.
Interesting count.
But I will say growing up, DVDs were like the high point. DVDs came out in like 1999, 2000. And then, that was the main format till about 2008, 2009. Certainly in the UK up until 2010, 11. And then Blu-ray really took off. And even at that time, it was in deep competition with the HD DVD.
The HD DVD.
So when Blu-ray came out, they did a competing thing.
Oh, DVD. Deep State DVD had a conspiracy where they were trying to outperform Blu-ray, and it failed catastrophically.
Well, where do you see? I mean, the only HD DVDs I see now are like at the Barrowlands, caked and shaped.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see the time lapse about what actually came out around that time. But yeah, I would say for the last like 10 years, it's been very high concentrated Blu-ray, which is why that still feels very much in my DNA.
And what is it about the Blu-ray? Because ultimately, like to my understanding, it's the Blu-ray is better quality than the DVD because it's 4K, boots the house.
Yeah,
you know,
2K,
you can see
4K.
the arse pimples on your arse cheeks.
Whereas DVD is a standard definition.
Yeah,
so it's
6 pixels.
6 pixels. Yes, correct.
Not the Sex Pistols. The 6
Vis-a-vis
pixels.
VHS is just like a wee box with some light shooting out of it. It's
magic.
It's below standard definition.
It's actually voodoo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which actually, like, interesting little side note, and I'm not going to tangent, but like, it's funny to me to think when we were thinking about doing this, I was like, we need to have like 3 cameras, a bunch of like, we do have that, but
Camera 1, camera 2.
I was thinking about like just how like guerrilla style this could be. It could have been like one phone or my little like travel cam with
A
like
shared pair of Skull Candy wide headphones.
and like a piece of fruit as the mic.
Potato.
Because to me, the plethora of what makes something good quality is so broad.
Oh, yeah.
So like when I think about like when I started collecting VHS tapes, again, my mum was like, "You have a 4K TV, HD streaming platforms, house down, and you're deciding to watch this movie that you like on a tiny little box TV with the worst possible quality available. For why?"
Like it would almost be better quality if you watched it through a window in another room.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. But then that's the magic of
The
it, isn't
lore.
it? But I'm like,
The
how
magic.
far does nostalgia, like how rose tinted are the glasses? You know, we'll bend over backwards for nostalgia to the point where it actually isn't logical because like the viewing experience is worse. Everything about it is worse. But we gravitate towards that.
Well, that's called
Why
the
is
Charlie
that?
XCX effect.
Pray tell.
Well, I mean,
Go
also
on.
it's kind of just like down and dirty because when you think about it, like, and I love like auto tune and sort of things that do the least. It's kind of that lazy
It's a rejection
of
polished culture that's trying too hard to wipe our asses for us and hold our hands. And you'd rather have something that goes, have that, looks like shit. You're going to enjoy it anyway, though, aren't you? Little bitch. Get on your knees.
it's low maintenance.
Low fidelity.
Uh,
I went to art school.
Oh my god. But it's true because I mean, and as you know, this is probably cutting a little bit too close to the arse shyven, but I spent years, you know, being taught at photography school that, you know, you want no noise. You spent millions and millions of pounds trying to create software and gorgeous lenses that lead to the most polished picture ever, and then come third year of photography school, we're all adding grain, we're ripping the edges, we're burning them because they add
Adding
what?
Vaseline to the lens.
Vaseline to the lens. We had to reshoot this twice because it was blurry, it was hazy.
Hazy Jane.
Lazy Susan's cousin.
Lazy Susan's cousin, Hazy Jane. Please welcome to the stage. Very nice. They're a double act.
Double tracked.
Double tracked.
Double
Like us
track.
with these mics. See, this is why I think it's not going to be intelligible to anybody other than us because it's just a series of incomprehensible riffing.
No, there's
Back and forth.
There's education
It's the nuggets.
in the middle of all of this.
It's
for
the iron ore to be mined. I played Minecraft once.
Oh
Can
dear.
you tell?
You
Should
crazy.
have put the glasses back on now. I'm
Yeah.
getting a bit out of...
Unfortunately, I'm worried about how the reflection will look off the glasses.
But I think that's part of it, you know, if it's not
Absolutely.
perfect. Okay, so it's the Blu-ray that gets you going, that gets you hard.
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
I'm just shooting you down at every possible turn here.
So what is it then? Which is the ultimate form?
Currently, it is the VHS tape. For people that don't know, VHS, you never called it this when you were younger. It was always just a video. But now in 2025, a video is just something that you play on your phone of your friends viewing from the night before.
How young are our audience that you feel the need to...
Oh, they're 18.
This is crazy to me that you wouldn't understand what a VHS is at 18, but I suppose that's absolutely right, isn't it?
It's like when you go around, you never say to anybody now, like, oh, do you have your mobile on you?
Yeah.
Right? It's like you called it that. I guess that's like that's the opposite. So like now you would just say, do you have your phone? Grab your phone.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, like 2002, 3,
Back in
4,
day.
back in day, you were out here fully saying to people, can I get your mobile phone number? Like, you know, you were just calling it that. It wasn't just the wee thing that hung from your ceiling that spun around. Our audiences are too young for that.
See, that's an interesting linguistics tangent. And I think if given more time to prepare, I would absolutely bore the tits off you by doing an episode about linguistics and etymology and the development of words via the internet and via the algorithm, and how that has changed the way that we communicate with each other, because everything we do now is done in order to satisfy and please the algorithm. But I won't be doing that because I didn't prepare. So
Well,
sorry, guys.
Do you know, but that's like not completely a million miles away from what I'm intending to do with this content. It's all like, even as we're doing this, I'm thinking about clips and little clickbait stuff for TikTok, or you know, like what's going to get people to watch it the fastest. There's no sense of like, I mean, as much as I would like to say that there's a level of artistry with everything,
There's no innocence though.
There's no innocence. It's all like, what is the, you know, most palatable way you're going to get this to somebody.
See, this is kind of, and dare I serve some cunt right now, this is kind of linked to what I was saying before about code switching. Like I think I do it all the time, where I change the way that I behave and how I speak and how I act depending on the person that I'm with. Now, I don't think that's me being duplicitous or being disingenuine, but it just means that I'm always going to, as a people pleaser, as a PP, as a big PP, I'm always going to be altering how I act in order to best suit the person that I'm with, which I don't think is a bad thing. But I do think that the way that we're constantly thinking, even as we're sat here doing this, about how it will be received, and we're altering the way that we speak and the way that we act on camera, it's another form of digital code switching in a way, where there's this, now we are birthing right now from this sofa our digital personas. You already have one. You know, this is just long form Euan rather than short form Euan. Follow Euan on TikTok. What's your TikTok?
Did you just call me short?
Short form. Someone's insecure.
I mean, and quite right. I'm sitting, you just, like, my arsehole's been sealed for the last 2 years, and yet I'm somehow giving birth to a couch.
That's a different episode, babe.
Different episode.
Different episode.
No, it's true, because, like, I mean, I've tried to do shit like this before. Certainly nothing that's as comfortable. And even with TikTok now, even though I've only been doing it for a short amount of time, I've kind of, I'm not going to use the phrase code switching, even though I guess it kind of is. It's like, I'll go from having like 10-minute long videos just talking at the camera to some days I'll just like clip 3-second long bits, even if it is me talking together, because to me that's in the moment what I perceive to be the most enjoyable to watch, versus like sometimes there'll be a whole section of a few seconds where nothing's happening and it's just noise, but I'll throw that in anyway because I think, oh well, it seems more authentic, natural, right? But you kind of do that in life anyway, but at the same time, but that to perceive that as natural and authentic is just another version of producing.
I know,
right?
It's layers among layers, you know, and that's why we live in a simulation ultimately.
I love how this is sort of kind of circled around to digital media versus I've just said it.
Surely you can't talk about physical media without talking about digital media.
No,
and
of
how
course.
the two are sitting in contrast with each other.
Because I said this to myself in the shower this morning, is that like, as much as I think I get more of a high from something tangible, like, I mean, it kind of translates to everything in life. If you can touch it, smell it, do all that stuff, you know, you feel instantly more connected to it.
Would you say by that measure that because you have 5 senses all remembering a certain event, you're more likely to remember it than a digital thing on your phone because it's only ever stimulated like 2 senses?
Yeah, the sensory issues do definitely kick in a wee bit. It's like the odor one. Yeah, there's like auditory and then there's aroma.
It's not aromatherapy.
No,
Olfactory.
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 Is that that's the restaurant?
That's the word for it. Yeah. Your olfactory sense. Your sense of smell. Watch me be completely wrong and say this with chest. It's the chest counter. It's the first one. Ding, 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 ding. I said it with chest. Olfactory means your nose.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Prove me wrong in the comments, guys. Prove me wrong.
However,
Ever.
so like I was saying, I see all that to say.
Say all that to say.
When I was in the shower this morning, I was saying, like I couldn't do anything without digital stuff now either, because I love artificial intelligence. I love like the fact that I can just take a picture and boom, like it looks award winning after a few seconds. And I'm not like a pure like fundamentalist. Like I don't, because I went to photography school with a bunch of people who said I could never just take something from online, edit it into a picture and call it my own. And I'm not talking about like take a full blown Google image and like, you know, Photoshop it. And I'm just saying like if there's like a texture or like a color, like, you know, I don't feel guilty about stealing.
Where did that come from?
It came from people being really precious about not wanting to mix like, you know, stuff that they might find on. It's kind of like, I guess, sampling music or, you know, that kind of thing.
What did that have to do with noses?
Olfactory. Oh yeah, sorry. We're scatting a little bit.
We're scatting.
We're skidding. Basically.
It is the jazz festival this week as well.
Absolutely.
Apologising, scatting all over the place. Continue.
Wait, yeah, like the digital aspect is really strong for me. Like, I mean, I love Photoshop. I love digital stuff. I feel like, you know, part of it being a creative process is that like you include that in it. And I don't know if the fear of the future, like AI taking jobs away from people, is super important. Like obviously there's a skill set to doing anything, but now especially in 2025, I think half the battle is just finding the will to want to do anything.
Oh, honey, we'd be getting onto the whole conversation about dopamine levels and fucking burnout and motivation and how the digital, having your eyes on a screen all day is the least motivating thing you can possibly do. Everyone
is too mentally ill in 2025 to worry about whether or not AI is stealing jobs away from artists.
Maybe it's the simplicity of the physical media, like, you know, like holding it in your hands. It feels like you were saying, tangible before, but tangible equals real equals I don't know, like it's not going to disappear in a heartbeat.
For people with autism, myself included, like, you know, it's a big thing collecting. You know, because there's like, you know, a rhythm and a sort of really satisfying nature to it. But then also if it's reflective of a period of time that's nostalgic, not even necessarily to do with like how if you grew up with the item, but the fact that you knew that it was really popular at a time that it doesn't get used anymore and it's really niche, that feels really exclusive and really special. And I think that's why people with neurodivergent tendencies tend to gravitate towards it.
Would you say that you enjoy collecting shit specifically because it's that process of organizing once you have them, or is it the joy of spending countless hours hunting through, you know, wee rooms that no one's ever gone in that smell like must for things that old ladies that are long dead have passed on and their children have gone, take it to the shop because no one else is ever going to want this. And it's like, that's where it's special for you, because it's like, this is forgotten. It's physical media, but it's forgotten media.
Well, it brings a whole new homosexual element to the
Another
phrase.
homosexual enters the ring.
Well, just, you know, the whole idea of to hunt and gather, because you kind of, as much as like I would say that it's sort of
I'm gonna say it.
A load. What are you going to say?
Cunt and gather.
Cunt and gather. Yes.
I couldn't let you go on.
That is a faggy way of saying hunt and gather.
The cunt and gather of it all.
I tell her the hunt. I tell her the cunt. And I tell another cunt.
And I tell her the cunt. And I tell her again.
Fantastic.
Anyway, you were saying the hunt and gather of it all.
So yes. So you kind of, as much as I would say that it's kind of as an activity you can do by yourself, unlike the act of actually watching the media, which you can of course share with other people, it actually does get you up and moving and wanting to go to places to source the material. It's not the kind of hobby that's you're stuck in a room. Like it does kind of force you to kind of go out and find the item. So you're talking to shop, boutique, sort of antique collecting people, especially if you go to some place like the Barrowlands where everybody is just so like, I'll give you 25p. Like, get over here. Get your hash.
They've all found their special place in the world. I would be. My little CEX number's coming in strong. Hot, ready, supile, new pile.
When did you get
New
this
pile.
camera?
2 years ago.
All of these. This is 15 years old. This is 15 years old.
Fair enough.
Like crapped out.
Fairy snuff.
Come next limited edition series, we will be investing.
We're going to upgrade our tech.
It's
a tax write-off.
Miscellaneous funds.
It's a miscellaneous tax write-off.
Right, focus. We're finishing this segment, and we've got to the hoarding, the collecting, the everything. It's fab.
And you wanted to show us some specific examples. Yeah.
We've got this little number here.
I'm going to show that to camera. There we go.
Little PlayStation 1 game, Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Laboratory. Mandark's Lab. Wow, that's a chunky boy.
It's actually an incredibly short game, but I only have 2 of these. I have this and I have 1010.
This is so like confusing to me because it looks like a CD, but it's got the depth and thickness of a DVD, and this tells me it's supposed to go into some miscellaneous computer slot.
Yes, a PlayStation 1 or 2.
Yeah, PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation 2 and all this shit looked like this.
I know. It's a chunky little boy. It's a CD, but thick. A thick CD.
Thick CD player.
Up in my hand here,
lovely.
I have the Atomic Kitten cassette of, I think it's, Dancing in the Street, but like I don't remember this specific version being in the Recess Schools Out movie. Did you watch that ever?
Just assume the answer's no.
Really? Recess?
Because, again, I had 3 channels.
Poverty. If you have 3, if growing up, if you have 3 channels, one of them has to be Disney.
It wasn't. It was CBBC, CITV, and CBeebies. And if it wasn't those 3, I was really hard done by, guys. My parents only let me, they bought Sky Sports over Sky Kids and Sky Movies, and I knew my place. And that's okay. But all of these references, just assume they're going right over my head.
Right, well, I'm assuming this song in this because I remember the one being like, dancing in the street. Oh, yeah, I wanna be. I don't know the song. But that was really interesting to me.
Can I show this one to camera as well? Or did you hate that the first time?
No,
I really enjoyed going up there.
Just like sit it there and I can crop in so that you like, or you can go up. It'll be out of focus, but you can go up.
I think she
well, it's just
okay.
Manual. Like, it's fine. I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. It works.
Look at that. She's so chunk. It's that, like, poly pocket cover over the front of it for me. That's what really sells it.
Because, I mean, obviously I'm obsessed, but, like, what are some, ideas that you have just by looking at the box?
Well, I'm not a stranger.
It's your favorite font. You want that font all over your body.
I do. So that's a nice link to my drag name, which would be Bloody Nora. Laugh. Thank you. Yeah, this is my Bill Murray horror movie font that I want round my wrist for my drag name, which is Bloody Nora. I love that font. I mean, the thing for me is just that plasticky Polly Pocket feeling. It just is so specific to VHS because obviously it's not a thing with DVDs. And
I guess for me, like, I love this. I love to display these like on my shelves. This movie in particular is like it didn't even used to be in my regular slasher rotation, but it's a really fun movie. It's like 1982, like Crazy Man in the Woods vibes, which is sort of for some reason something I'm really into because I don't know, like I don't like intelligent slasher movies per se. I like something that's completely sort of druggy and
debased,
nightmarish.
You don't like that self-referential scream meta thing.
But I do there's a place for intelligence. I don't know if it's in something that is as sleepover friendly as a horror film. There's definitely a place for it, but for me, like, this piece of media is really interesting to me because, I mean, first of all, it's X rental, which for everybody at home, like, you know, you have your typical VHS tape, but then you have X rental, like Blockbusters or your sort of mom and pop video store. Mom and pop, which is just like an independently owned video store because apparently Blockbuster was massively panned because it was expensive or something.
Didn't know there was this underground video rental situation.
I know, the beef.
Going to the like market on a Saturday, Sunday in Hull when I was much younger and buying bootlegged DVDs that had clearly had the graphics on the front of them printed off at home on a home printer. You know, Flushed Away being the first one that I ever had. My first ever bootleg DVD was Flushed Away.
Jammy Dodger.
Jammy Dodger.
So this is X Rental, which basically means it was available to buy from a rental store, you know. And the cool thing about this to me, this is where it gets slightly more autistic, is that the tape they use in rental tapes is significantly thicker than that of a regular VHS tape.
Oh, because it had to deal with multiple uses.
Yes.
Wow. Being wound and unwound all day and all night.
And the second interesting fact from this piece of media is that the company that I haven't even mentioned the name of the film. It's The Forest 1982. Check it out on YouTube. It's probably there for free because it's a piece of shit. But it was distributed at the time by Cobra Media, which a couple years ago, I think maybe like 2018, they released a big biopic of the gentleman that ran Cobra Media because he was like a big distributor of gay porn.
I was going to ask if he was a Harvey Weinstein type, but you beat me to the punch.
Well, and then some.
So
the movie was called Cobra King, and it was the same people that distributed this film, which I thought was interesting because I wouldn't have imagined it would have reached the UK. But I don't know if this is actually a US import. But basically, I
think this is where the TISM shines the most through in a beautiful way, is that you will go for hours about the distribution rights of a certain
VHS
project.
No, but I mean, this is really one of the only ones I would say like that kind of has that, you know, interesting lure, because basically the guy that owned the company that did this distributed gay porn and slasher movies, but was also imprisoned.
Thin gay line between them.
Imprisoned and murdered.
Oh.
For, you know, soliciting minors.
Oh, got his comeuppance then.
Comeuppance.
Well, that is a nice. Well, thank you for that. And you is this the video cleaning tape?
The
fabled
video
one?
cassette cleaning system.
I am actually so excited to hold this in my hands. I tell you now. So
can I just say this is a lot harder than douching? Like,
sorry, a lot harder than douching.
So basically, 90s gays, you know, not only were you cleaning your bum hole, but you were cleaning your cassettes.
With more vigor.
My God, I bought a haunted collection of Scooby-Doo VHSs, which was, you know, cursed from the start, because after so many VHS packages came to the house, my mum and dad threatened to kick me out if they saw another one.
So he started sending them to the drop point under the cover of night. Clandestine VHS drop-offs. And part of this collection was the uber spooky Curse of the Mouldy Tape Scooby-Doo collection.
Correct.
Which, am I right in saying, there we go, there's another one, fucked up your specifically purchased VHS TV player, which has now been bedazzled with stars and other such accoutrements.
Little stickers.
Little sticks. But the mold from the tape infected the TV. Internally, got all over the shit, all right up in there, and was spreading to other tapes. You know, 28 tapes later.
Yeah, it was crazy because, like, I mean, it was just like a few seconds. I was a silly git and rewound it from start to finish to see if it would clean it up. And I don't know why I thought this was a smart plan.
It's like updating your computer once it started corrupting. You save all the corruption.
Yeah, bitch.
That's not good. So this tape is basically something that Euan discovered, which I find fascinating, which is a tape that goes in to the VHS. But it cleans the VHS player as a VHS to get rid of the mold from the other VHS. Magic.
It's magic, right?
And it's probably deceptively simple. But to us that are so used to the, tiny motherboard, digital, special, like heavy metal, precious metals, you know, you're not even allowed to unscrew it without Apple saying that your warranty's been, shot into the sun.
Shot into the sun. I mean, I have nothing to worry about.
Crazy. It's actually probably really simple.
I'm not getting in touch with anyone from the Bush company who's distributing 40-year-old CRT TVs.
Yes.
Correct.
I mean, is there anyone, or is it just a load of corpses and no one's realised that they're dead yet?
I mean, I'm sure I could contact someone.
Because, you know, some of these DVD places, it's like stacks and stacks of VHS. There could be bodies in there and you wouldn't know. You're the only one going
Direct
in there.
me to these stores.
Yeah, this is what you want. Yeah, so this I find fascinating. And a lovely, we enter that story. It worked.
It did work.
She worked. She cleaned. And she Kim Woodburned.
She did. May she rest in peace.
May she rest in peace. Very topical reference there from me.
Good grief. Chicken-legged shits.
Have I just got a little
Don't
bit
you
cleaner?
start with me.
Start with me, darling.
You get it back in spade loads.
Spade loads. Is that where spade loads comes from?
Yeah, you get it in spade loads. You may start, but I'll finish.
Start, but I'll finish, darling.
And you get it in truckloads.
And she's finished now.
Oh, no!
Here.
Just utter garbage.
Utter garbage.
Do you know what my least favourite Christmas song is?
No, do enlighten me. You've said this to me before.
I'm not going to tread.
And I've forgotten.
I'm not going to tread carefully, but it is.
You're not going to.
Fairy Tale of New York, because all it reminds me of.
Oh, being poor.
Being poor.
You have told me this before.
I cannot unforesee like a bunch of lads in a pub with their arms around each other, like really bringing in the Christmas spirit.
See, I love that song, but unfortunately for me, it makes me think about bad dental care.
Why?
Because what's his face from the Pogues, the singer.
Is this the song where the woman gets decapitated by a boat?
Well, I say all that to say.
Yeah.
So he's got terrible dental work, and in the video, it's quite alarming. And you know, when they're like, when Americans are like, British people have terrible teeth. That's why he's, you know, that's the image. That's our poster child. And the second part is wee Kirsty McCall, decapitated by a jet ski. To save her children, she pushed them down. She bobbed up. I think that's really tragic.
It's really sad.
It's actually really sad.
It's not good, is it?
I know, and she was fantastic. What a fantastic singer. Gone too soon. Yeah.
That's awful. But anyway, I mean, I to be fair, I feel like the downfall for that song should be, for me, the use of the F word, but I don't even care about that.
Well, you are the one that would be allowed to excuse it if you wanted to.
I mean, I don't, like, particularly, like, I still don't, like, love it. However, it's not worse than, you know, the people who it's for, which is poor people.
And I think we'll have to leave it there because your little bitch camera is giving out
Is
again. It? Yeah, she's flashing at me. She's giving me 0 battery.
Oh, shit.
Notifications. Have you got anything to shout out? Don't tell. Look at me. Look at camera 1.
Physical media is the love of my life. Friends will leave you.
That was Shirley Bassey.
Friends will leave you. Romantic partners will cheat on you. But a DVD can't give you an STD. And I say all that to say, I love you lots. We should do that. We say all that to say, goodbye. Fucking.
And I say all that to say goodbye.
You are the biggest link. Goodbye.
Bad wolf.
Oh, lovely. Really nice.
Gorgeous. Let's turn everything off and listen back to a little bit of that.